archaeological discoveries have revealed that even before the arrival of Oduduwa, the legendary founder of Yoruba race, there were communities that had flourished. And many of these communities were Igbo communities. Igbo people are historically associated with massive movement from the Igbo homeland to neighboring areas. The destination of the Igbo people, or the destinations, have been northern Nigeria across River Benue. That's why I have Igbo communities in Kogi and in Benue State and some part of Plateau. Apart from movement to northern Nigeria across Benue, the major destination of early Igbo migrants were Bini land and Yoruba land. People talk more of Igbo migration to Benin. Most people don't know that that migration went beyond Benin to Yoruba land. We talk about how the Igbo were predominant in part of Yoruba land until, the legendary Queen Moremi delivered his people by trick and so on. Then on Benin proper, it's always said that those West Niger Igbo communities from between Bini and River Niger were Benin settlers or migrants from Benin. The truth is that early in their history, because of the fact that they didn't have enough land and they have rapid population growth in Igbo land, they could not move into the Atlantic to stay. And because central Nigeria had empires like Igala Kingdom that could, obstruct movement of Igbo into Ikala land, the only outlet for the Igbo people was Benin land. So majority of them moved there and settled there, became prominent. Some became chiefs, recognized by the Benin monarchy. But because of their audaciousness and the aggressive nature of the Igbo, ready to take advantage of situations, enterprising too, they ran into conflict with the ruling class. And so, over time, starting from the 16th century, they began to return to Igbo land. Not all of them crossed the River Niger back to their original source. Only Onitsha was founded by such returnees. Majority of the returnees established communities between Abudu and Asaba. These were not Bini people. So those who say that West Niger Igbo people were Bini people simply because they came from Bini, they don't have the full historical knowledge. They were founded by Bini settlers, Igbo settlers in Benin. They were returnees, what professional historians call reversed migrations. So that is it. Though when they settled in these communities, Oboloko, Iseluku, Iselenkmitim, Iselazaba, and the rest of them, Abo, yeah, and Abo, what migrants came from Igbo land proper and joined them. Then people came from Igala to join the teeming population. So what I'm trying to say is that it is wrong to say that West Niger Igbo communities were Bini people or are Bini people. Some of them are Bini because when the Igbo were returning, it's not as if they did not return with Bini people. Some have Bini husbands and wives. So no community in West Niger Igbo is ethnologically or ethnically homogeneous, because every community is actually founded by the first set of arrivals and later swelled up by later waves of migrants. That has been the experience of West Niger Igbo area. So the Igbo people who are in West Niger Igbo land claiming they are not, Igbo people, they don't know their history, and the Civil War has contributed to that. After the war, there was stigma attached to being an Igbo person, and there was persecution of the Igbo, which has continued. So people, because they want to be secure, to have security in Nigeria, they begin to drop the Igbo name, as has happened in Rivers State. they begin to claim that they're Bini or Igala, whereas they are Igbo people, right from creation.
The man talking in that video is called Professor Nkem Onyekpe. He is from Ika land in Anyoma land, Delta State. He is a professor of history in the University of Lagos State. He said that Igbo moved far and wide, and that migration went deep into Yariba and Bini land. He said that Igbo were predominantly in Yariba land before Moremi destroyed everything. The Oni of Ife said that Igbo from the southeast are part of Ile-Ife. He said that before Oduduwa came, that Igbo have been living in Ile-Ife. Archaeological evidences backed it up. Igbo bronze work, spirituality, and arts are still in Ile-Ife. The Oni of Ife said that if you come to Ile-Ife, he will show you the place that Igbo settled in Ile-Ife. He will show you the shrine of Igbo in Ile-Ife. This is coming from the Oni of Ife himself. Those people in Ile-Ife are called Igbo. The same meaning of Igbo in Yariba is the same meaning of Igbo in Igbo language. In Igbo language, Igbo means ancient. Igbo also means forest, bush in some Igbo dialects. Igbo also means to protect. Igbo in Yoruba land means forest. And if you check in the history of Nigeria, the oldest community with that name Igbo is Igbo-Ukwu. Igbo-Ukwu ancient community in Anambra State is older than every Yariba community that is called Igbo. Communities like Ijebu-Igbo, Igbo-Ora, all in Yariba land. Igbo-Ukwu here in Igbo land is older than them all. The people in Ile-Ife called Igbo are being headed by a man called Obatala. The Oni of Ife said that Obatala is an Igbo man. Obatala's title is Obatala Osere Igbo. That title is an Igbo title. So, Moremi betrayed Obatala and his people, which gave Oduduwa the power to conquer Ile-Ife. And that was the reason why Obatala's people left Ile-Ife. Some Yariba people in Ile-Ife said that they are related to Igbo in the southeast. Those Yariba people in Ile-Ife are children of Obatala. White archaeologists went to Ile-Ife and they did research there. And after that, they said that Ile-Ife was occupied by Igbo some time ago. They showed artworks, spiritual items, bronze works, and they said that those bronze works in Ile-Ife trace their ancestry to Igbo-Ukwu and Nri in Anambra State. Look at it here. Now Igbo write this thing. This is what the white archaeologists said when they visited Ile-Ife. Top left, Ife, shrine of Osagangan Obamakin with terracotta head showing vertical line facial marks. Photograph, Phillips Stevens, Jr. Top right, Ife, head with vertical line facial marks, terracotta, Osagangan Obamakin shrine, said to represent Osagangan Obamakin. Bottom left, Ife, figures in Obatala temple. Stone left, Oduduwa figure with plain face. Right, Obatala figure with Igbo Nri style marks. 18th to 19th century CE. Photograph by Phillips Stevens, Jr. Bottom right, Ife, Janus staff mount. Face with Igbo Nri style marks. These ones now waiting Oyibo man writes after they go Ile-Ife, go do research. He said that the facial marks in the bronze head of Obatala is showing Nri style of tribal marks. Look at what the white people said here. They said local Igbo populations that were at times in conflict with other Ife residents. Scientific evidence identifies some early Ife glass forms with a group of Igbo beads, the latter coming from the 900 to 100 CE Igbo site of Igbo Ukwu. Garlic also notes visual complementarities between ancient ritual vessels found in Ife at the site of Obalara's land and works from Igbo Ukwu. Igbo Ukwu in Anambra State. One of the most interesting of the ancient Ife artworks from the vantage of Ife history and the role of the Igbo here is a Janus figure, showing on one side of a man with diagonal Igbo Nri facial markings, vomiting a stone ass, a Celt symbolizing the thunder god Sango in latter areas. Based on these figures' unusual diagonal Igbo Nri style facial markings, the work suggests that regional priestly elites may have once held certain functions in early Ife religion. These priests likely were associated in part with members of this center's autochthonous Igbo population. Suggested by this work too is the likelihood that a group of Nri priests with ties to the Niger-Benue confluence area, as was also the case for Igbo Nri elites, held broadly regional sway over ritual issues, including perhaps aspects of rulership authority as well as trade. Listen to what they said here. They said, today in Ife, one can meet individuals such as Owajan in the Inwirin family compound who insist that their lineage is both historic to Ife and identified with Igbo populations in places such as Onitsha in southeastern area of Nigeria. This is a fact that Yariba historians are hiding. When we Igbo say that Ndi Igbo are indigenous in Ile-Ife, we are right. All those Yariba communities that have Igbo in their name, such as Ijebu Igbo, Igbo Ora, those people trace their ancestors to Ndi Igbo that were in Ile-Ife those days. The Oni of Ife said that Obatala is an Igbo man. But some Yariba kings and some Yariba people were angry, saying that the Oni of Ife should stop saying such a thing. The Oni of Ife is right. Yariba people will be telling you the Igbo in Ile-Ife are not Igbo people in the southeast. That the Igbo in Ile-Ife is different from the one in the southeast is a lie. Archaeological evidence will always bring out facts. Archaeology, they talk say the artworks in Ile-Ife that they discovered is pointing to Nri and Igbo Ukwu. And those ancestors who come from Nri and Igbo Ukwu, they settled in Ile-Ife and they gave birth to those Yariba people that Igbo is in their name today. Look at what that man told the white people. He said that they are partly related to Ife and Ndi Igbo in the southeast. Professor Nkem Onyeikpe said that in those days in Bini Kingdom, that some Igbo people were chiefs in the Oba of Bini Palace, which is a fact. According to Bini history, Esan people were chiefs in the palace of the Oba of Bini. Igbo people were chiefs in the palace of the Oba of Bini. For example, Eze Chime and his friend Anaba were chiefs in the palace of the Oba of Bini in those days. So, when Eze Chime had an issue with the Oba of Bini, he ran away from Bini Kingdom for safety because he know that the Oba of Bini will kill him. And on his way coming back, so many Ezechime people, which are Igbo people that were living in Bini with Ezechime, some of them got tired and they settled in Abo. Some of them settled in Umunede. Before Ezechime now finally settled in Obio community. From there, some people from Obio settled in Ibodo. From there, some of them went ahead and settled in Onichubo. From Onichubo, Iseluku, Onichoko, Onicholona, Ezi, Iselempitime, Onitsha in Anambra State, and so on. Some of them settled in Onichokwane, in Ukwane land. These people are Igbo returnees. They are not Bini people. But some people in all these places will tell you that they are not Igbo people, that they are Bini people, that their ancestor, Ezechime, is a Bini man. Ezechime is not a Bini man, but an Igbo man. He is a chief in Bini Kingdom. How Oba of Bini Pikin go be chief for in Papa Palace? It's not possible. The son of the Oba of Bini can never be a chief in the palace of his father. Ezechime is from Uri and Oka area in Anambra State. He sojourned to Bini Kingdom. He is not a Bini man. So many other people in Animal Land that are claiming that they are Bini people. All those people are not Bini people. Obuluku, for example, is not of Bini origin. Ezemu is an Igbo name. The major people that bear Ezemu as name are Ukwane people. If you come Ukwane land today, you go see so many people there. They call them Ezemu. Now their name be that. Obuluku people call the name as Ezemu. But we Ukwane people, we call that name as Ezemu. So, Anyama land is majorly of Igbo origin. Anybody from Anyama land where they claim say he come from Igala. Some of them are Igbo returnees from Igala. So, those also they talk say they be Igala people, say na out of Igala born them, this, that. All those ones come join we Anyama people. That does not make Anyama land Igala land. Those ones from Anyama land where they talk say na Oba of Bini born them, say they come from Bini. That does not make Anyama land Bini land. Anyama land is Igbo land. And there's nothing anyone can do about it. Professor Ile-Ife said that the Biafra war stigmatized Anyama people. And because of that, they started saying that they are not Igbo people. During the Biafra war, Anyama people started telling their children to be saying that they are not Igbo people, that they are Bini people. To be saying that they are not Igbo people, that they are Igala people. To be saying that they are not Igbo people. They told their children to deny their Igbo identity, to stay alive. And after the Biafra war, Ndi Igbo are being marginalized by the federal government of Nigeria. So, in order not to be experiencing that marginalization, Anyama people kept telling their children that they are not Igbo people. That is the identity crisis that we are battling in Anyama land today. You go see person for Iseluku, you go tell say not be Igbo. You go see somebody from Onichokwane, go tell say not be Igbo. You go see somebody from Ogume, go tell say he not be Igbo. Our ancestors in Ogume, all of them are bearing Igbo names. None of them they bear Bini name. But today, Ogume people go tell you say they be Bini people, they be Bini people. My own ancestor in Ogume is called Chime. He is the founder of Omuchime village in Ogume. So, our founder named na Chime. He run come out from Bini. Is he a Bini man? No. For Igbo land, we don't have Yariba deities here. In Anyama land, we don't have Yariba deities here. This is to show that those Igbo people that came back from Ile-Ife and Bini are Igbo people and not Yariba and Bini people. Archaeological evidence just proved how Ndi Igbo occupied Ile-Ife and Bini land. Even before Bini people came from Ile-Ife and conquered that Idu land, Ndi Igbo are indigenous there. The population of Anyama people will show you that Anyama people are indigenous in Idu land. See as we plenty way wrong come out from that place. That is to tell you that these people, now them get that place. So, those Anyama people that are saying that they are not Igbo people, you people should stop deceiving yourselves. Just like Professor Ile-Ife said, he said that those Anyama people that are saying that they are not Igbo people, that they are Bini people, that they don't know their history. And he is right. If you be from Umuchime, from Ogume, you dey talk say Umuchime na Bini, the founder of Umuchime called Chime is a Bini man. You don't know your history. If you be descendant of Ezemu, you dey talk say Ezemu na Bini person. You don't know your history. If you be descendant of Anaba, you dey talk say you not be Igbo person. Say Anaba your papa na Bini person. You don't know your history. The founder of Abo is called Ogele. He is the first king of Abo. His title when he became the king of Abo is Eze Abo. Eze. That is Igbo language. So Abo is of Igbo origin. Those set of Abo people wey hold ground, they thought say they come from Bini. All those ones na people wey come join Abo. Just like Professor Nkem said, as we settle for this place, some people from different places start to rejoin us. That does not make Anyoma land Igala land. That does not make Anyoma land Bini land, but Igbo land. People go come join you. As Yariba people dey now, some people from Nupe come join them. That does not make Yariba land Nupe land. As Yariba land dey now, Fulani people come join them. That does not make Yariba land Fulani land. So that is the same it is everywhere in the world. People go surely come join you. Now those set of people they talk say Abo is not Igbo, Abo is Bini. So as Abo community dey now, descendant of Eze Chime full there. Same with Umunede community, Eze Chime people full there. Anyoma is Igbo land and territory. This is why it's expected of we Anyoma people to support Anyoma state creation and the southeast zoning. Make we Anyoma people coexist with our brothers in the southeast. We are one people. Stop allowing propaganda, false history and information to separate we Anyoma people from our brothers in the southeast. Igbo bofu, Ishiawale.